It's about time Warner Brothers boycott Amber at this point, given the continuous hashtag boycott which is being used on Twitter to protest Aquaman 2. It's not necessarily because they're fans of Johnny's, but rather because it seems pretty suspicious that Johnny Depp was fired just 3 days after Amber accused him of domestic violence, but she wasn't, even after losing the recent case to Johnny. That's why the public has been so vocal in their opposition to having Amber play Mira in Aquaman 2, and it's not because they're fans of Johnny's. But a week after the court in Virginia established that Amber Heard had lied under oath, the evidence showed that she was guilty. She's still gonna be in their movie, despite the fact that Amber was found guilty of all 3 of the defamation accusations that were brought against her. This shows that Amber lied about Johnny, and validates Johnny's position as a victim. Even before he was found guilty, he was sacked from his position, but it does not appear that this was the case with Amber. Mira is gonna get an upgrade and actually have 20 to 25 minutes in the film, which is absurd considering that they cut Johnny entirely from Fantastic Beasts the moment Amber pointed fingers at him. They haven't said anything about whether or not they're going to remove Amber from Aquaman 2, so we have to assume that she's still in the works. An insider has stated that Mira is going to get an upgrade and actually have 20 to 25 minutes in the film, as I stated earlier. Even if they were aware that Amber was going to create a post in which she lied about Johnny in order to boost the popularity of Aquaman, they may still have encouraged her to do so because it's their movie. On Twitter, a fan voiced their opinion that it is pretty goddamn ridiculous that Amber Heard is still scheduled to be in Aquaman 2 after being proven to be the abuser, while Johnny was removed from his movie by the same company for a false claim. This was in response to the news that Johnny was fired from his movie for being falsely accused of abuse. The public's ire can be directly attributed to the double standards that are being applied. People just don't seem to be able to wrap their heads around the fact that an offender is being rewarded over a victim. Another person on Twitter expressed their opinion by stating, "The point is that they made Johnny Depp step down due to allegations made by her that were completely deemed by a court to be defamatory and to enable her to still be in it as hypocritical and rewarding her behavior. He was expelled on the basis of her word, and now a court has stated that she lied, yet they continue to support her. No." People are getting to the point where they not only want to avoid seeing the second Aquaman movie, but also the entire Warner Brothers company in general. According to a tweet from Warner Brothers fan, boycott anything that has to do with this company. 1 or 2 days of collective protest will make them see that abusers are not heroes. This is complete hypocrisy on the part of Warner Brothers. Vote with your feet until they make amends. Don't visit Harry Potter World, don't watch any of their movies or TV programs. Just 1 or 2 days of collective protest. Everyone in the courtroom heard the audio in which Amber admitted to hitting Johnny, while at the same time still trying to manipulate him into believing he was the one who was in the wrong. She made Johnny believe that he's a monster and even threatened him by saying that no one would believe him if he claimed he was a victim of abuse because he's a man. Why does Warner Brothers seem to be holding out? Why aren't they able to recognize that Johnny was the one who got abused and that Amber was the one who did the abuse? Is it possible that it'll prevent their narrative from being sold? Or is it because they're too ashamed to apologize for what they've done? The general public are demanding that they be consistent and remove Amber from Aquaman 2 just as they did with Johnny from Fantastic Beasts. Long before it was decided to cancel Johnny, he was no longer in the post. However, despite the fact that 4 million people have signed a petition demanding that Amber be removed from Aquaman 2, nothing has been done about it. A supporter has voiced their displeasure over the situation on Twitter, saying something to the effect of, "So she lies and wrecks Depp's life and gets increased screen time, like didn't 4 million people sign a petition to not have her in the movie? Does Warner Brothers really think we'll stand by and watch?" At this point in time, they have just one option left, which is to cut her out of the movie, and then everyone will feel better. She isn't being accused of anything by anyone. It has been established in court of law that she slandered Johnny with extreme malice. This means that she lied under oath and harmed Johnny's life in the process. In order to be fair to this man, Amber should also go through what he went through, and if people boycott a movie, that also threatens the livelihood of a great number of people. Since Warner Brothers will be demonstrating that Amber Heard is more popular than all those individuals who remained up late attempting to piece together Aquaman 2, they had better make a decent choice. So, that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.